So to start, welcome to Pesasure. So basically, I'll be taking you through this particular app which I've created using Flutter. Yeah. So basically, just to start, so the aim of this particular app is you can be able to add your M-Pesa credentials, and once you do that, you will be able to send SDK push. And this particular SDK push, whenever the client confirm by entering their PIN, they'll be able to pay you to your till. Yeah, so apart from that, something else that you can be able to do is that you can be able to send a link. You can send a link on WhatsApp, and also you can send a payment request link on email. And once that happen, you can be able to, if that particular client click on that particular link, you'll be able to receive those particular amount of money. Yeah, so the procedure start whereby you have to key in your M-Pesa configuration, and basically before I proceed, if you go to this particular website, this is my website from here. So if you go there and then you go to this section which is written mobile apps, yeah, so you'll be able to download the app. So right now it's not in Play Store, but if you have an Android, you can be able to download it there and install. So once you add this particular information which you get from M-Pesa Daraja, the consumer key, the consumer secret, the business short code, which you get from Safaricom, and also passkey which you get also use this particular environment. Once you arrive, you will set it to arrive, but right now it's in sandbox. And then finally you add your till. So basically once you add your configuration, you're all set to go. But before you do anything else, you have to subscribe. Yeah, so if you check here, so this subscription is just 5 shillings per day, as you can see from here. So once you subscribe with 5 shillings, you'll be able now, as you can see from the second one, here you can be able to enter a client phone number, a Safaricom phone number, and the amount that you want that person to pay you. Once you do that, you can be able to click on request payment. We'll be doing this in practical so that you can see. Once you do that, they get a pop-up, they confirm with their PIN, and you get feed directly to your till. Yeah, so the other thing is that you can be able to send a payment request link on WhatsApp, as you can see from here. So it's saying that, hello, please pay 10 for the following reasons, so demand for payment. So once a user click on this particular link, they'll be able to pay you by entering their number and confirming with their PIN. Yeah, so apart from that, all those particular transactions which have happened, you can be able to export them either in PDF, you can send them to your email, and also we have this particular option where you can send a specific transaction request where you want people to pay you, and you send it to their emails from here. Yeah, so basically that's the overview, and I'd like us to start doing it practically. Yeah, so this is I'm here in VS Code, and now I'll start the Flutter app. So I'll say Flutter run, and I wait for that to be started. So it's asking me, do I want to run it in Linux or Chrome? So I'll say Chrome. Yeah, so waiting for that to be launched. As we wait for that, basically right now what I'm doing is that I'm using a live API which I've created and hosted. Maybe just to show you, if I go to utility and I go to constant, so I have that endpoint which I'm using. So basically will process everything. Alright, so I see the app is launching. Okay, so we wait for that. Yeah, so basically as you can see, the app is now open. Yeah, so to start with, you can click on get started, and because I already have an admin account, but I would like to create an account just to show you how it works. So not forget, sorry, so if you go to register an account, and I'll have just a dummy, so I'll say that, I'll write that like that, and then we have an email. So we have that, and then I'll type a password. Yeah, so by doing that, now I'll hit on sign in. Yeah, so basically these are the app looks like. You have the summary, the summary of the amount that you have received, either today, this week, this month, or this year. And also you'll be able to see your subscription. So once you register on the app, obviously your subscription is inactive, so you have to subscribe. But before even we go to that, remember I was talking about the configuration part of the app. So whereby you have to click on this config, and once you are here, you're supposed to update these particular parameters from the consumer key. So you just click on edit configuration, and you add these information you get from the Raja and the ones that you get from Safaricom, and also you add your till number, and finally you change this to right. You can also test it with the sandbox one, using the till number which is normally given for you to test. I think it starts with 17 something. It's something which I can share there, so that you can be able to see. Yeah, so basically once you have done this, now you need to subscribe. Now I'll just demonstrate how to subscribe here. So I'll key in my number. So that is my number, and then I can select how many days I want. So I'll just go for one, and then I'll hit pay. Yeah, so I should get a pop-up on my phone, and yes, sure, I have the pop-up on my phone. So I want to confirm by entering the password. So I've entered my PIN. So I'm clicking on send, and I wait for the app to send. Yeah, so you can see now, yes, and I've already received that particular text. You can hear. So you see it's saying the subscription is active now. Now, once you do that, you'll be able to see that you can be able to send an STK push to a Safaricom phone number. But for this to happen, remember, you must add these particular configurations. So I'll log out to this particular account, and I'll log in with an account which I have added everything, basically my admin account. So I'll say that is, and then I type my password and I log in. Yeah, so this particular account for James, I've added everything. I'll not go there because I don't want to expose those particular keys there. But from here, let's start maybe to illustrate. But before even we do that, if I go here, I can go to subscription transactions. Remember, there is that transaction which we have paid from the other account. So if I go to subscription transactions, you see these on 5 shillings was paid. Right now is 256. Yeah, so you see it was 255. The 5 shillings which we have paid for the subscription for the other account. Yeah, so if I come back here, so I can be able to send an STK to a specific Safaricom phone number. So for this case, I'll send to my number. So 41, then, so that is my number. So from there, I want to pay 1 shillings, and I want you to be keen on this one. You can see I've been transacting using the app, because I also have the APK which I have shown you can download from the website. So if I click on request payment, I'll say never. Yeah, so you can see it have been sent, and I have received the pop-up. I'll be doing this one using the phone again later in the part 2. So I'm confirming by entering the password. There you go, and the app should sense automatically. Let's see if that will happen. Yeah, so basically here I've received that particular message. So 1 shillings have been received, and if I want to see the payments, I can come here. So this payment, and we can see 1 shillings have been paid, as you can see from there. And then we can be able to see more information by clicking on that, and basically we have that. And from here you can enter not a Safaricom, but any number which is on WhatsApp, and share this particular transaction if you want. So maybe I can say 254, that is the code, and then I'll put my number. So once you do that and you click on send, it will launch WhatsApp. So, and you can see this particular transaction is what was being sent as a message. Yeah, so you can be able to send a specific transaction to someone in case there is an argument or something that needs to be clarified. Something else is that you can be able to export this into PDF. So you can say I want to export from date 1, okay, and then up to date, let's say tomorrow, and then I want to send it to James That is my email, like that. So, and I finally hit export. So the report have been sent. So which means if I go back to my email here, I should be able to receive that particular mail. Let's check if we have it in spam. Yes. For some reason it's going to spam here. So it's saying that dear the varied customer, this is our report. So if I click on this particular PDF, basically you can see the transaction which we have just done some few minutes ago. So you can be able to send this particular reports to any email. Yeah, so I'll go back to the app. Yeah, so basically that's exporting those particular transactions. So I'll go to home. So you can send whichever amount you want to someone for those people to pay you by entering their PIN. So something else that you can be able to do is that you can send a payment request to someone on WhatsApp, and then when they click that particular link, they'll be able to pay you. Let me illustrate that. So if you click on that, so you can send either to WhatsApp or email. So in this case, let's try to use email. So I'll send this to again. I'll use my email. So like that, and then I'll be able to say I want this person to pay me to Bob, and then the reason of payment is for YouTube test. So like that, and then I'll be able to click on send. So the email have been sent again. So I'll go back to the email here. Alright, so here I am at the email. I'll go back to the spam, and then I see the message here, and it's telling me that hi, and then please pay 2 shillings, and then it's giving me the reason. You can see the reason from here, and it's telling me to click this particular button to pay. So I'll try to click on that particular button, and then once that happens, come to this particular screen where I'm supposed to enter my phone number, and once I do that, I can click on proceed and pay. So I'll do that and see if the system will be able to get the transaction automatically. So I'll click on please proceed and pay, and then we wait for that. Yeah, so an SDK push have been sent, so I've received it on my phone. So I'll confirm by entering my PIN again, so like that, and then clicking on send. Alright, so as you can see, the system have gotten the transaction. It's 2 shillings, and this is the phone number which I've paid, and this is the receipt, and that is the date of the transaction. So once that happens, you receive that payment in your till. So I'll click on OK and create transaction. Yeah, so apart from that, there is now the backend part of it on the API. So if I come to the API here, and I want to log in here, so basically all those transactions that you have been paying, everything that you have received, you can be able to see from here. Yeah, so basically this is everything that we have done. So we paid several shillings, as you can see from here, to 1 and 2 also, and it keep on changing automatically as you receive those particular funds. Yeah, so going back to the app again, you can send these on WhatsApp. So when you come here to WhatsApp, you put your phone number here, like that, and then you can say send. So again, you can see this is the message that will go to WhatsApp. It will say hello, please pay to Bob for this particular reason. So the reason is that for test. So click this particular link to pay. So when you're in WhatsApp and you click the link, you'll be directed somewhere you can be able to pay, and you will see the reason why you're paying that particular amount. So basically that's how you can do that. So on your subscription, once you subscribe, you'll be able to see the date that your subscription will expire from here. And also, as I said, you can see all the payments which you have received, everything from here, and also you can be able to export it as PDF. Apart from that, because right now I'm logged in as the admin, there are several things which you can be able to see, which you will not be able to see. An example is the users which I have. So you can see I have like 23 users, as you can see from there. So those particular users keep on changing as people subscribe. Also, you can have some messages. If somebody send a message, so a message can be sent from here. So maybe just to illustrate, I'll say that is the phone number, and then I'll say subject is test again, and then I'll say true, and then I click on send. Yeah, so the message has been sent. So on the admin part now, if I come to messages here, you'll be able to see that particular message as the first one, and also I can be able to search that. Yeah, so basically that is something that you'll not be able to see as a regular user. You have to be an admin. Also, for all those people who have subscribed, I'll be able to see them in that particular tab. So the other thing is the M-Pesa configuration, which I'm not sure because it have some keys which are private. And also sending a payment request is basically what we have been doing. And also transaction is basically all this particular transaction. Yeah, so basically that's the app, and that's the capability. And maybe just to summarize everything, it's basically an app that if you add your credentials, if you have a till number, you get credentials from Safaricom and also from Daraja API. And then you come here, you add it on this particular screen, not that one, sorry. 1 minute. Why is it? Yeah, you add your configurations here. So once you add this particular configuration, the next step which follow is to subscribe. So you can subscribe 5 shillings per day. Once you do that, you will be able now to send the SDK push to your client, to your customers, and they will be able to enter their PIN, and you will receive that particular money which is set to your till number. And also you will be able to send a message like this demanding someone to pay you, like you can tell a person to pay you 10 shillings, as you can see from here. And on clicking this particular link, they will be directed somewhere they will have to enter their number, and then they click on pay now, and they receive a pop-up again, and then they pay you. Once they pay you, you receive your money again on the till. To add on that, you'll be able to see all the transactions which have taken place. They'll be listed there, and you can be able to export them one by one, or you export all of them at a specific range, and then you can be able to send this request also on the email. And by doing this, you'll be able to manage your funds properly, and and simplify the process of receiving money. So basically, this particular app, you can be able to download it here. So if you go to, I'll be sharing this particular link. So you go to that particular link, and then you click on download. So basically it's about 23 MBs. Yeah, so here it is. I'll just copy that. Yeah, so basically it's just 23 MBs here. Yeah, it's actually 24, and basically it's something that can be used by different people, and for small businesses it can work in transport industry, and also maybe it's those people uh, do event organization, fitness professional, where you just need to pop someone and pay you automatically rather than having a client to check for the till themselves, enter it on your phone and on their phones, and then confirm with a pin. Yeah, so basically let me know what you think about it, and thank you very much. That's the end. Thank you, and see you soon.